Right, good evening, sorry, good afternoon, guys. It's Mike Bell here from the Armchair trading floor. Tuesday, the 18th of December 2018. So, what I wanted to do was really cover a couple of the updates on the different pairs. So, we've obviously got Aussie, Japanese yen, USD CAD, Euro USD, Pound versus the Aussie, and USD JPY. And then we'll do a quick reference back to the dollar index. Okay, so here we go. Obviously, previously we caught some pips and took some profit around here, right around that region. Now, we mentioned this triangular wedge right there, and we've been consolidating and squeezing price. I still think this is a false breakout right here. Now, if you notice where we've kept our key levels, if I zoom this out on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to give you a few different scenarios. So just bear with me and ignore some of this noise. Okay, so it looks like we've broken out and completed a retest, but usually on a retest and a breakout, you will hit the next level of either support or resistance. That level is now being filled, so it wasn't a clean, smooth ride for USD CAD as we would have hoped, but you can see we've wicked through. But I'm hoping that today we're going to close anywhere beneath 13418. If we close underneath this key level, this will class as a rejection, and then we should see a nice strong move to the downside. Again, if we look back at what's happened over here, we wick through but closed below. That's what gave us a signal for the last time. And again, previously, we wicked through massively when this at the start of this and closed below, and then you can see the massive drop down for USD CAD. So hopefully this will repeat itself. We're still very much we're literally about midway through the risk in this. Again, the stop loss is at 1.3437. So literally as I'm speaking, the price is just pulled down and getting below that zone. So we just need to get a closer underneath this MA. Once we close below 13359, we should see a nice spring down and hopefully get some additional entries right there for USD CAD. Now, patience is definitely the name of the game when it comes to trading, and again, we keep on saying this. So for you guys, for the newbies, sorry, that are panicking at any time a trade gets in red, just simply manage your risk. That's completely fine. You will sometimes experience some drawdown. That's okay. Now, to give you the other side of the script, let's go to Euro USD and let's just give you some perspective on experiencing drawdown. So if I flick through Euro right there, you can actually see going into last week's close, we still got this trade open from the previous week. You can see here, we literally had our stop loss almost tapped about 3 pips under. So we experienced some red, and towards the start of the week, we've absolutely spiked through, and we are continuing higher as we predicted on Euro. So look at that drawdown, literally just about 3 pips away from being stopped out, but then our fib level kept us in the green. But you can see that massive move up from Euro. Overall, Euro gained 88 pips just today. Since the start of the week. So 87 pips on Euro. So we're about 25% through this move right here. And we're hoping to get a nice continuation and a clean breakout. We've still not broken out of this triangle for Euro. We've still not broken out. So even though the price has moved up, we should still get another retest. And I'm hoping it's going to pull back to the weekly support. Again, in the Watchlist video, we mentioned that we'll be looking at additional entries on the retest of the weekly support. The price retested, but I think we will retest again 13334. That's when we're going to be looking for bigger, solid entries to the north side for Euro. So take that into consideration. Look where Euro was when it experienced that bit of drawdown, and then look where it is now in USD CAD. Pound versus the Aussie dollar. Pound versus the Aussie. This absolutely spiked up, and then we've pulled back. Pound's going to go back higher, so just stay patient with the pound. Again, we're still in a decent amount of pips on pound. It's very key when you are doing multiple pairs and multiple trades. It is a lot to take in because you can make sure that you've got enough movement. You've got to make sure that you're not over leveraged on one particular pair. So I usually try and keep the lot sizes quite consistent when taking multiple trades, and just obviously calculating the amount of pips versus the entry size, depending on the amount of risk that I want to risk as well. Aussie versus Japanese yen. Now, we covered this on the watch list. We mentioned that double bottom formation. This has shown me that we should be looking at a double bottom here on Aussie Japanese yen. We could take, this is still very, very valid right now. We could take buys, as we mentioned yesterday, on the XXX JPY pairs, because we did see them going up. So well done if you took the risk. I know a few of you just put a light entry on UJ and Aussie as well. So this is going to go up. We will at least target this first moving average here at 81.64. So feel free to stick an entry in right now. Stop loss just below today's lowest price as well. I think we've covered them all. UJ, same scenario for UJ. You can see here, one bottom, two bottom, three bottom. So this is a triple bottom. We should be heading back up to this level before continuing lower. So keep your pending orders at 113.80 active. We should be seeing some fun times for USD JPY, granted that we don't get a breakout of this trend line. The trend line's respected itself. That's why USD JPY set itself up today about 25 pips from the daily low. And for the dollar index, again, this is on a monthly time frame. There's still a lot of time for the dollar to collapse. We just literally need, what we need for the dollar before its collapse is going to be price to get over to this trend line, support that I'm waving around right there. If we can get to that trend line support, we could potentially be setting up, and again, if you followed us for a long time, you can see we mentioned this head and shoulders pattern for the dollar. So head and shoulders to send the dollar all the way down, and we've got potential resistance from left shoulder to right shoulder there, so we could just roll over quite nicely. We're still in this key sell zone for selling the dollar. So that's pretty much where we are. If you've got any questions, DM admin. Hope you have a successful day, and we will speak to you guys soon.